Extra. Right, Stuart Hall is at Eastlands today. It says here he is our guest at Eastlands today. I trust that means a good lunch provided for you. A little cheeky claret or maybe a little Sauvignon Blanc to see you on your way.
I'm off to meet Sheikh Khaldoon and all the top brass of Abu Dhabi who are here today and forced to ensure that they get fourth place, despite what everybody's saying, fourth place. But in the meanwhile, I have this vision of Pleaty prancing about at the Theatre of Bass Comedy, having sent us down to a lower division when Antich had scored that blasted goal, Pleaty.
You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
Well, what was that year, 1980? David, what year was it, 83?
Can't remember. 83. A few years, not long ago.
And we should point out that the same Radi Antich, it could well be ending England's dreams this summer,
Well,
David.
he's managing Serbia in a good group. He's got Germany in the group, but he's got some good players. He's got two very good centre-backs. Anyway, carry on, Stuart. I want to listen to you.
Come on, Stuart. The prospect of Champions League football, what does it mean?
Absolutely, it means everything, because if you don't win today, that's the end of the dream, really. And when you look at the untold billions, and I'm talking billions and billions and billions that Abu Dhabi want to put into this club, but you're not going to put it into a club that's an also-ran, a mere aspirant. You've got to start winning something. We want silverware. And at long last, the City fans from the Theatre of Bass Comedy are saying, we're aspiring now. For years and years and years, we've been singing Blue Moon and throwing giant bananas and chanting, we're going to win the league when you're 4 or 5-0 down to the Arsenal. Suddenly, the City fans say, we want silver on the table. You have to deliver. So Mancini really has got the lighted taper up his backside. He's got to achieve.
Is there a part of you that misses the Theatre of Bass Comedy and everything that goes with it?
Oh yes, because once upon a time at the Theatre of Bass Comedy, we all communed with each other. There was a great bond. A City fan is unique. He wants to bond in failure, and you've developed a sense of humour down the years, second to none. Because at the Theatre of Bass Comedy down the road, at Main Road, I used to try and get a half-time cup of tea. I never got to the tea bar because I'd have about 50 footpads waiting for me, all drinking their pints of ale, and say, come here, Ollie, what about this game? What's happening? What's going on, you know? And it was wonderful, all this beery breath, they were all kissing me, and I thought, I belong here. This is me. I've got my feet on the ground. It's not in the clouds like you have, Pugas.
He's true working class, isn't he, that Stuart Hall?
Yeah.
It wasn't Silver Spoon, please. It was EPNS in my day. I live in Penry in a shed in Wilmslow, down to my last Ferrari, as you know.
Keep it going.
Lunch well, Stuart. As always, a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you very much. That's you done. Go and have lunch.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you later.
We'll see you later. Great to have Stuart with us, of course. Stuart, that was a rather short lunch for you. I'm sorry about that. We only allowed you 35 minutes.
It was abbreviated, I'll tell you, but I did the business whilst I was there. I was getting in touch with the aspirations of Abu Dhabi, because take it from me, they're all out in force today. This is their big day for them. I went to the sumptuous lounge that they have here, and I still call it the Theatre of Bass Comedy. And it's like the first-class lounge of Etihad Airways. You've got air stewardesses there. Even Deadly Doug has gone pale because it's so sumptuous, and Doug's been bathed in sumptuousness all his life, but here he is saying, isn't it wonderful? It is wonderful. So I've been chatting to everybody and saying, well, it is make or break. I said, there'll be 47,000 people here. They've never been in such aspiration, high hopes and euphoria all their lives. They've been waiting for a day like today, but they are trying to play it down, saying this is merely a stepping stone. And I said, well, what about Mr. Mancini? They said, Mr. Mancini has bought a house. Here he is. He's got his family. They've all been on the pitch there. Mancini's got his family ensconced. And what's more, we are building for the future. All right to have aspiration, but I said, look, aspiration, it's like being married and never have your marriage consummated. We've got to have silverware on the sideboard. Peter will know what I'm talking about. He's old enough. You've got to win something. It's all right saying we've had 40 years of aspiration, but you've won out. So
you want to wave a little trophy above your head? Of course you do. Right, the first of our questions on 8. Manchester City 3, Aston Villa 1. Here is Stuart with his own unique perspective on today's game.
Well, the most momentous monster match for 40 years at the Theatre of Bass Comedy. 45,000 City fans, their emotions shredded. A famous Latin poet wrote, "Love, hate, die." On 15 minutes, aspiration died. Fulop, consumed in fear, Carew shot beat him. It was like the dance of the seven veils, one tatty veil remaining. City timorous, defensive, lacking passion, adventure, speed and belief. The arena quiet as a mausoleum. Then 40 minutes, Johnson felled by Warnock. Penalty. Tevez blasted. Friedel missed. One apiece. We could believe. A crescendo burst from the inmates. A vast wave of din unleashed, unabashed, unfettered emotion. A flood tide cacophony. Vieira inspired, aging limbs in youthful proportion. Pass to Johnson. Cut back to Adebayor. He scored. The time, 40 minutes, half-time cuppa, a restorative for tortured nerves. The second half was like death by 1,000 cuts. Chinese water torture, hearts in mouths, Fulop punched, saved, but grew in confidence. Villa threw high balls at him. His defence grew bolder with each save. Then exit Johnson, enter Wright Phillips, with minutes to play. Fresh legs. A blithe spirit, a frisky run down the left, Villa flailing, the pass inside to Bellamy, he thumped the goal, 3-1! City inmates euphoric, dazed by events. Backstage, Mr. Mancini with his family are with the Abu Dhabi hierarchy, bathed in champagne in the sumptuous Sultan's Palace. Will this victory, a nail-biter, unleash the billions? Mr. Mancini. Grazie mille. Spurs, here we come!